We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Welcome to the Lion's Den.
Welcome back to the Lion's Den. Hold on. Had a little bit of lint on the
never do this.
microphone.
You have to-
We got to delint the mic.
It's actually kind of gross if you really look at it.
Ew. Don't
Ugh.
make me. Don't make
What
me.
is this?
Ew.
Did I kill a mouse? All right, go ahead, Jay.
A long-haired mouse.
Ugh.
Welcome back to the Lion's Den, episode number 45. If I'm
Yes,
correct?
Wow.
I believe so.
Thank you for sticking around and continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star rating and an amazingly funny, interesting, weird, strange review, and we'll definitely read it here on the pod. And as always, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Hit the notification bell.
Bing.
That was a beautiful bell.
Best one I've done.
Wow.
Hit that notification bell
Bing.
so that you know what's coming. And as always, remember there is patreon.com/theliondenpod for all your members only content that's going to get us canceled.
Well, that on top of what Jay just did before we even taped this episode was fixing his chair because it was broken, because I got these from Wayfair in Overstock. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know which one, but I built all this furniture, and a lot of times I end up with bags of screws that I just don't use.
So many pieces missing.
So Jay had a real dad moment where he goes, I'm sick of this fucking chair. And he just started screwing things.
Well, here's why, because it's rocking.
Yeah, it
and
does.
guess what? It's not a rocking chair. A chair that's not a rocking chair should not be rocking.
That's very true.
You
But
got,
he fixed it, and you can see that if you get Patreon.
Yeah.
You got a review?
What your review?
Ew.
This is from Belgian Knife Fight.
Oh,
Real
that's
name.
awesome.
Real name, definitely.
Yeah. Subject line is Dopalicious Podcast.
Damn.
I like
Nice.
this. Love this podcast and never miss an episode. Laughing with Brent and Jason and at will with love, kinda. Truly feels like time spent hanging with friends throughout the week. It doesn't disappoint. Only warnings: may require anti-wrinkle cream if you're worried about laugh lines, and Brent's giggles are seriously contagious.
Nice. We've been getting a lot of that hanging out with friends.
Yeah, that's the
Dang.
most common
I
thing we get, which is
dig
that's
that.
what we want. I think.
I love
think
that. That's how I
great.
feel about my stand-up. That's what I want my stand-up to feel like, that you're just hanging out with me.
And actually, I have been using a Dove face cream
Cute.
because the other day I realized that I'm getting like crazy
No,
crow's.
you're not.
Well, don't do that, Will.
You're not getting crow's feet.
I got, but
maybe
because you make me
sparrow's
laugh so
feet.
much.
Maybe
Asshole.
finch's feet.
Finch feet.
Finch feet.
Finch is a little tiny bird.
Yeah, that seems. Oh, okay.
But I was like, oh my God, there it is. Like I was like having that moment.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, oh, and I realized
You're
I'm
gonna
laughing all the time with you.
Yeah. How old are you going to be on your birthday?
47. 34.
34. 34 is about the age. 33, 34 was about, no, 30 was about the age when I started seeing,
Really?
yeah.
I saw it at like 25 for me.
When I first started stand-up, I started getting huge bags under my eyes
Really?
because I wasn't used to staying up so late and getting up so early. Because even though I was out late, I still ran a business during the day and I still had to be up early. And my mom even made a comment like, yo, why you got your bags packed? You know, you're going on a trip. And then I dealt with it. I figured it out. Little cold.
What do you do?
There's little cold things you can do. There's this one thing that Elaine has. It's like it's like a roller, and she keeps it in the fridge, and you roll your face. Will, you look confused, but you don't have to worry about it yet.
Yeah. Can you stop your face?
Smile like that a lot, so you get those smile lines.
I'm not
Yes.
taking notes here.
Oh
Keep
my
going.
God. I can't wait till you hit 30. But
Yeah,
I was going to ask you about that because my mom told me to get one of those. But does it actually
yeah,
work?
It does.
Really?
It works. And then also what worked for me, if you remember, from when the first fucking 6 years of stand-up, I didn't wear glasses.
That's true, yeah.
I didn't wear my glasses and I couldn't see, and I was straining my eyes all the time. That was making me get bags under my eyes and straining my eyes. And then a buddy of ours, Joe Coy, said to me, "Man, wear your glasses on stage, dude. I can tell you can't see shit. Just wear your
Really?
glasses." And I was like,
I
"All
didn't
right."
know that.
And
Every set, you're just like,
every set, but also every picture that I got taken, that people posted on social media, is
just yeah. eyes
Jason the
roll
Blind Comic. So, anyways, my
Savant,
kids.
a savant out there.
So now I can see. And it was funny because when I went to finally, I knew that I had to wear bifocals, so I was always a little insecure about that because I started wearing bifocals while I was still in school. I remember the first time I got when the optometrist said you gotta get you 2 pairs of glasses, and I was like, why? Why do I have to wear 2 pairs of glasses? He goes, well, you don't want to wear bifocals. That's more like an old guy thing. And I think he was worried that I was gonna get made fun of. And I said, man, I'm gonna lose these glasses anyways. So don't give me 2 pairs of glasses to lose. Just give me the 1 pair. And so I've been wearing bifocals since like junior high, I think.
And bifocals is on the top you see something, and then on the bottom
there's a line.
Yeah.
And when I first started wearing them, you could see them, but you can't always see these lines.
Yeah.
Like you have to look close to realize it. But before the technology got better, it was literally like binoculars, magnifying glasses. So you could tell it was bifocals. But then they're like, we can get the fading ones. There's no line that it fades into. Fuck that. I want to know exactly where I am.
So is
that would make me so dizzy.
All I can think of is the Regan bit. Are these my glasses?
Yeah, right. Alpha Centauri, whatever he said.
That's a plane. That's a bird.
I think I told you, I actually think, because both my parents wear glasses, and I was thinking, okay, with all the genetic mishaps I've had with them, and great things too.
Beautiful eyes.
I realized, like, oh no, I think I need glasses. And my dad did this thing. I don't know if you know this, but he goes, I said, Dad, things are a little more blurry now. And he goes, I said, do I need glasses?
Yes.
Am I going to be Costanza? And he goes, do this for me. He goes, take your hand and do this. And
what?
Yeah, if you do this, all of a sudden you can see things.
No, you still see.
But it clears up, and he goes, is it clearer? Close it more and more. And I go, now it's clearer. And he goes, you need glasses. And I go, you piece of shit.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a trip.
So he told me that. So now I think I actually need glasses now. But I can't have glasses. I don't have your hairline and your height. I'm going to be a bald, chinless piece of shit with glasses. Relax.
I do not mind the glasses. And I don't mind looking my age because I am 49. And if I look 49, it's great.
You look way younger. But
Thank you.
You look real good. Although the artists that people
I want to talk
drawing
about
us.
Yeah, can we talk about some of you people drawing us? Don't make me look 75, please. Don't make me look 75 and 700 pounds, please.
What drawings are you talking about?
Oh my goodness! Well, I'll send
We
them
don't
to
have
you.
chins or any face
This is me
when they
and
draw us.
Hey. Oh.
And the last one we're talking about was we finally got jaw lines, but he looks 90, and I look 80.
He has one where it looks like he has a nose job.
Is this the Swass cover?
Oh, man.
I think it was maybe that one.
No, there's another.
there's
There's
a new
just
one.
people
We got new
tagging
ones.
us and stuff. By the
Oh,
way,
I know what you're talking about.
we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We really do.
Keep doing it.
But it also
man,
is really insecure.
I know my hair is gray, but holy shit! You guys are making me look like making me look like Doc from Back to the Future. Marty! 1.21 gigawatts!
Also, neither of us have eyebrows that we could comb.
I know. What is that
is
about?
that
They're just like, hey, I'm Jason Collings. And
Yeah, we're not fucking Andrew Santino. We don't have eyebrows you can
Burned,
comb.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Burned, yeah. So I had some drama at my house. My neighbor. I want to shout out my neighbor David.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbor Dave, he's at home convalescing. He was in the hospital for about 4 days. He busted his arm. He broke his arm between his elbow and his shoulder in 4 different places. Basically, just shattered it, right? So I'm in my room watching television, and Elaine comes into the room, and she said, Jason, someone's screaming next door. I said, excuse me? And I went, down, and I ran out to save the day.
And then you run to the screen door.
Damn it! I've done that so many times, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I always go like this before I walk through, just to make sure there's nothing there. And then
So I go out, the dog's barking at the wall, and I can hear Dave next door just screaming, motherfucker, I think it's broken. And I run around to his yard, and he's on the ground holding his arm. And oh man, when you see a grown man in that kind of pain, you're like, this shit is real.
It's kind of jarring. It's like,
it's real.
Well, I've never heard about from elbow to here.
It's bad. See,
It's so thick.
well, here's what happened. Here's how he hurt his arm, and this is the true story. He they were attacked by ninjas. 7 ninjas, night warriors, assassins, converged on his home, and Dave fought all of them to protect his family.
Of course.
And one of them, with a nunchaku, commonly known as nunchucks, swung at him, and as he's blocking a sword from one of the ninjas, this guy caught him right in the forearm and shattered it. But then he ended up killing that guy. And then because he killed the guy that broke his arm, the other 6 ran off. Like, whoa, they killed our partner. And then they ran off. And then he's like, my arm's broken. So that's the true story. What happened.
True story, 100%.
There's going to be a rumor. There's going to be a rumor about him putting his foot on the bumper of his 56 Chevy, lifting himself up to look over the wall and slipping and falling and breaking his fall on the wall, which broke his arm there, and then falling and his son couldn't catch him because, Kyle tried, but there's a rumor that he fell and then went to brace himself again with the already broken arm, and it twisted around. Basically, there's a rumor going around that he slipped and fell and broke his arm in the most ridiculous way, but that's not what happened.
That's not what happened. 7 ninjas.
Was 100% 7 ninjas.
Night assassins.
Yep, night assassins came in to try to take out him and his family for some reason. I don't know, and he won't even share that secret, which is also awesome. I think
it's
he's a
really
spy.
great.
And
He's a man of
he
principle.
fought for the honor and lives of his family, and in doing so,
Yes.
took a nunchaku to the upper arm. Nunchaku to the upper arm. Spent a good 3 to 4 days in the hospital on some amazing painkillers, and then came home. And
now he's okay.
Here's how I know he's okay. And this is a true story. I had some new neighbors move in across the street. And the moving process for them has been a little bit of a long process. And it's, moving's stressful. And while they've been doing this whole moving, their front lawn has gotten overgrown. And I was out front mowing my lawn, and she came over, a really nice lady, and she says, she's waving at me because I have headphones on. I look ridiculous when I'm mowing my lawn, by the way. I put on a hoodie, hat, and headphones all on, so I won't get sunburned.
You got to see the lawn, though.
I don't want to get my neck burnt.
I more want to see his outfit.
Oh, I'll show it to you. It's the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, she waves me down, and she asks me, "Who do you always do your own lawn?" I go, "Yeah. I used to have a gardener, and then Dave was next door. This was before the ninjas came and broke his arm, but he was next door watering his lawn." And she goes, "Do you guys do it yourself?" And I say, "Yeah, we save money, and plus it's very meditative for me. I like doing it." And she goes, "Can I hire you?" I was like, "I don't even have time to do my own lawn." Then I decided, you know what? As a home, what is it when you move into a new house, and you have a party? Housewarming. As a house, God damn it! Sometimes I lose my words.
It's all right, man.
75 years old. Sad. So I said, you know what? As a housewarming gift, I'll button up your front lawn for you.
Really?
Button up, such a cool way to say that.
So cut to a few days later, Dave's already had the run-in with the ninjas. He's now home. I haven't seen him yet, by the way.
Yeah.
Haven't physically seen him yet. This is how I know he's feeling better. I'm across the street mowing the neighbor's lawn, and from his house behind his screen where I can't hear him, I hear him go, "Suck ass." And then his wife, Wendy, comes over and she goes, "Damn it, I was going to bring him cookies, and you're over here mowing the fucking lawn."
Suck ass.
So, yeah, Dave's feeling better. Wow. Ninjas didn't get the best of him.
And by the way, just to reiterate, it's a rumor.
It's a rumor that he just stepped on the bumper of his 56 Chevy to look over the roof at my house, over the fence at my roof, because there was a bird attacking another bird, and there were feathers everywhere. And I know this is a very detailed rumor, and it's just a rumor that his foot slipped and he silly fell. Silly fell.
But that's
silly broke his arm, and silly landed on the ground.
And to be honest,
All
it's
rumor.
a very silly, insensitive rumor happening in the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Because that's not what happened.
Exactly. Get the story right. 7 ninjas. He fought them all off. One of them got him with a nunchaku in the upper arm, shattering it.
That's the reality. That's what happened.
Pieces. That's what happened. And now he's on.
And shame on you
so
in
many
the neighborhood for saying that he went on a bumper, looking at birds, and fell like
in a very
an old man.
silly way.
Yeah,
leave that rumor out of your mouth, because that's not fucking happening.
Yeah, and you know what? You got to find Jesus if you're gonna have those.
Thank you,
guys. What are we?
Thank you. But so shout out, Dave.
Shout out to Dave.
I'm glad you're
Thank
feeling
you for
better.
being a loyal listener.
I'm glad you're feeling better and good enough to yell insults at me out the front door.
That's a Boston fan.
That made me laugh.
If I ever
so hard. Oh yeah, big time. Suck ass.
I love it. It's good to know. joking aside, we're happy you're healthy and good. Now, I want to talk for 1 second because I watched a UFC fight last night and it took me forever. But I want to talk about why is Will dressed like Conor McGregor right now? Like he's
if that's supposed to be an insult, that's a bad one. Because thank you.
But we get it. You're doing home workouts and you look good.
Conor McGregor's posts legit make me laugh.
Yeah.
When they're not supposed to be funny. Can you bring up?
Yeah, please bring that up because
Conor
I actually don't
McGregor's
look.
Instagram. It's so fucking funny, but I don't know if it's supposed to be. And I've actually commented, ha 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 ha, and I don't know if that's going to get my ass kicked because
Oh yeah, you did.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, go to his Instagram and maybe we could find.
Oh, that one. Go.
All right, hold on.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah, I gotta fucking do this bullshit so the other
The-
people can see.
All right,
First
watch your
picture,
language.
second row.
This is a Jesus show.
First
sorry.
picture, second row.
First picture, second.
That
row.
one.
This
Oh,
one?
that one.
This
No,
one?
the
First
one where
picture,
he's shirtless.
Ow,
second
suck
row.
my little fucking hold on.
Suck your
That's
what?
very accurate. That is very accurate. Suck is little everything.
Oh, now I gotta go on my Instagram because it won't let me open it unless you log in. Come on, Instagram, be better.
What?
Oh, I love this. I love the anger though.
Because I can't. I have
You can't
to go
actually
to my
click on the
personal.
picture.
No, I have to go to my personal
that
fucking.
Who are
you?
you looking at? Who's that?
You know, Mike Turner. He's a comic.
Oh, from AZ.
Yeah.
He's from Coronaville, dude. Arizona, huh?
God
Big
damn, this isn't
Corona
either.
bucket.
Going
Going on
There we go.
McGregor.
There we go.
He's the
here
notorious.
we go.
Yes, second row. Not that one. Second row.
Oh, sorry,
First-
my bad.
First picture.
First on second
This
row.
one.
That
Yeah.
one.
This
Man,
one. Oh, I thought it was a video.
I thought I was speaking English.
I think you did.
Okay,
thought it was
what
a-
is the caption?
you're right there. Your
Yeah,
comments right.
look at Jay's
What is the caption though?
Big Papa Pump.
That fucking hilarious.
That is really funny.
Big Papa Pump, and you could. I mean,
Honestly, can I say something?
I love
like
you fucking
I know what you mean. Where it's like, is he aware that
Yeah.
that's funny? But I personally want to give him the benefit of the doubt that he
Yeah.
knows it's funny.
Yeah.
But I don't think he
That
thought he was
shit.
being funny on that post.
no, he does. What's that first picture with the watch and the?
That's a great watch.
I'm either
huh?
stacking or I'm sacking. Proper pimp juice.
See?
Recipe coming soon. Pimp juice. he
He's
calls
being
this.
funny, dude.
Yeah.
He's great.
Well,
he's
he's
being funny.
great.
That looks like my drink. A little.
Yeah, it's like
That's
a little
Bailey's on the
Bailey's.
rocks
that's right.
right
Bailey's
there.
on the rocks there, baby.
What if that's all it is? That's pimp juice.
It-
I'm
it
either
looks like it.
stacking
Look
or
what's happening
I'm
on my mouse. Look at my mouse.
sacking.
Look at my mouse. Do you see
Proper
that?
pimp juice recipe coming soon. What does sacking mean?
What is that watch?
you guys see
You know
that?
watches.
Look at my
It's a
mouse
Rolex,
right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, what the hell?
like some
That
weird
is that
glitch.
a what kind of watch is that? If you could zoom in,
Seems like a Rolex.
I think it's a
See the crown there?
Rolex.
So
Beautiful.
Rowley.
Wow.
He's drinking that Bailey's
sweet.
with the
Well, how
Rolly.
old is he? He's got to be 30 now, right?
Rolly,
He's not.
I'm
He's
a-
pretty
oh man,
young.
I'm sipping on or whatever the fuck.
He is 31.
Wow.
31.
Yeah, that one was. He had to know that was funny. He's either stacking or packing. Was it sacking?
Sacking or stacking?
What is? I wonder what he means by sacking.
5'9".
I think stacking is money
me.
and sacking is chilling. That's my guess.
Is it?
Oh, like you're in the sack, like you're
Yeah, you're just
resting.
like, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm
he's
stacking
in bed.
or I'm sacking.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's in
getting
bed.
money or he's chilling.
He's in bed. Yeah.
Very
so-
similar to me.
So he's nope, not at all.
Wow.
Like you.
No.
In any
We're both
way, shape, or
5'9",
form.
so
You're both not 5'9". You're
both
5'6".
5'9".
He's dressed
both
like he's
5'9".
training right now. That's
both
what I'm
5'9".
saying.
yeah,
I think it's cute. He's wearing another free T-shirt.
The fights were good last night. I will say this though, it was the first kind of thing. Like I watched the golf thing with Tom Brady and them, you know, because sports don't exist right now, and
Formula
like
One's-
basketball's
Formula
coming
One's
back.
back.
I know.
Watch both
I got to
races.
get into that because you're into that. And
Did they go? Did they go like this?
I
Did
gotta,
they go?
They go,
Like that? Did you do that? Oh man, that sounds exciting. So you could see him like this.
Yep.
But I got to tell you,
We're
man,
gonna be here.
watching the fight I ordered like in Fight Island in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi?
Whatever the hell
Abu.
it's called, Abu Dhabi.
There it is.
That's the one.
With
Abu
no
Dhabi.
audience.
Is it weird?
And you could hear like
You could hear their
tr-
corners
the corner
cussing and
people,
swearing and shit.
And then you hear every time they hit, you go, "Ooh, fuck!" Like that's just
it's
painful.
Real. It's
guy.
real.
So I'm
But
kind of
also-
curious to
but
know what
also-
it's gonna be like.
But also, when you're hearing all that from the corner, as the fighter, how much do you think he wants to be like, guys?
I got it.
I got it. How am I supposed to concentrate when you're all yelling at me?
Be nice
I
to me.
get it. Base, arm bar, stay on top. I get it.
Well, you know, it'd be so funny if. No, get it. No. I'm doing it.
Or this, or this, or this. Get it. Do you be the corner guys?
Get the bar. Do it. Get the head.
Do you want to get out here and do it?
Well,
Do you want to do this?
pay attention. Shit.
It's almost like you need the audience to shut those fucks
I
up.
know. Well, that's my fear now, because like it's the first real. Like the golf thing was one thing. That's an event,
Yeah.
and golf doesn't need an audience.
No.
This is the first time I've really watched a sporting event where there's no audience, because everybody keeps talking about no audience, and in my mind I'm going, well, they'll compete, but actually seeing it is weird. It's different, and
it's odd.
fighting, you really can feel the pain of these people.
But here's the thing: what a lot of people don't realize is the fighters are used to it. That's how they train.
That's how they train.
There's not an audience there while they're training, so it's just another day for them.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and it was a really good fight. Everything was good, but like basketball.
No.
I can't pronounce any of the names. So everybody's a Masabaz and a Basabu and a Boopabee. Like, who the fuck knows?
I love Boopabee.
There were two.
But what weight class is Booba be in?
The girl fights were amazing, but I didn't know if they were women or Puerto Rican boys. So I didn't know, because everybody shaves their head and they're all ripped as shit and they killed me. So I don't know.
Dude.
And then the closing fight with Masabu and Boobaboo, that was just a good fight. I don't know enough about this shit. So,
I mean, Will's literally sitting in front of a computer and will not Google anything about the
I want to see
fucking
if you
UFC.
can
like Brent's
any of the
versions.
names.
I like
Usam Musabupu and then Masadabadubadu.
I mean, that's just...
See? Jorge Masadov and Usam
What even
Bukabu.
UFC? I'll just look up UFC fights.
Yeah, 251.
Oh, wow.
251, right?
But
Meaning the
everybody's so
251st
foreign.
fight? Is that what it is?
It's just very telling.
Usman and Masvidal.
Yeah, see?
Masvidal. You don't know?
So
you don't know
everybody-
Kamaru Usman?
Yeah, Kamua Usman
love him.
and then Alexander Shabashabatutu,
Volkanov.
Vaka Fufo.
Max Holloway. That's a lot easier.
Yeah, Max.
Look at this
And
guy.
then,
Peter Yan.
Jose Aldo.
That's just a misspelled
Did
name.
you just
I
say
think.
Peter Pan? Dude, Peter Pan in the white corner. Peter Pan fighting Jose Aldo.
Jose. That's
I would
that's
love to
great
be a
name.
ring announcer.
Great name.
Coming at you with a right hand.
Isn't it kind of interesting that Bruce Buffer and what's his brother?
Michael.
Michael Buff?
I think it's Michael Buffer.
I can't believe that I'm not remembering the more
Bruce Buffer's
famous
brother.
one.
Yeah, I don't even need you guys. Michael.
Michael,
Boom.
yeah, Michael Buffer.
Oh,
Let's
the
get
only
ready.
guy I know.
Oh, let's get ready to rumble. That's Michael Buffer.
You guys kind of look alike.
And then,
Thank you.
well, you're better looking.
And what's Bruce Buffer's thing? He goes, I can't
He
remember.
does something kind of
Yeah.
like, it's not ready to rumble. It's like, it's time.
Yeah,
or
that's
something
some
like
shit
that.
like that.
But it's so interesting
Also,
that you have two
also
sons.
Googleable, but
Type in Bruce Buffer. What's Bruce Buffer's thing? It's just interesting to me that there's two brothers that dominate fighting as voices.
there he is.
It's
Bruce.
time. His catchphrase is
It's time. He's so mad his brother took Let's Get Ready to
Oh
Rumble.
man, I wanted Let's Get Ready to Rumble so much. Okay, you're older than me. Big deal.
I didn't know about this guy. I only know.
Sorry,
the other
Bruce,
guy.
but Let's Get Ready to Rumble's mine.
Well, Bruce is the voice of the UFC.
This looks like Joe Pesci would play him in a movie.
Yep. But you can't. Joe Pesci can't do that.
You know, people keep telling me I sound more and more like Joe Pesci, and it's making me really. See, you did it today on the phone too,
I was
and I
giving
went.
him such a hard time.
And I went, see, you're doing a Pesci impression, and I get a lot of shit for this. Because everything I do is up here, I guess. I didn't know. What, do you think I'm funny like I'm a clown?
Bruce Buffer did the New Year's countdown at Russell's New Year's party when we
That's
for 2019.
wild that he had him there.
The only weird part is he started the count at 300.
No, he didn't.
He was there for 3 hours.
Imagine that. Wait, you guys, it's the countdown. 300. 299. 200. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Oh, my God,
10.
that's so funny.
9. Yeah, it was so interesting ringing in the New Year with Bruce Buffer.
That's a pretty crazy story.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun there. Pretty fun there. But was it, all the fights were good? Did you watch all of them, the undercards? and
I
all that shit,
did.
too?
Yeah, the girl fights were so good.
Joe still is announcing? Rogan?
No, actually, it was Michael Bisbing. Do you know that guy?
Bisbane?
Bisbing?
I know that name.
I don't know how to
Michael Bisbing.
pronounce it. He was on Bobby Lee's podcast. He's a
Oh.
fight. I just during quarantine just got on a YouTube wormhole of fighters. So I'm not gonna be the actor that's gonna fucking post me with a gi
Right.
sitting there, like it's not gonna happen. But
When
I was into it
when
because
I
I
in-
don't have sports.
When I injured myself to the point where I couldn't do jiu-jitsu anymore, couldn't do any grappling anymore, I cut it out altogether. I stopped watching it. I don't know anything about it because it was one of those things where I'd watch it and I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to be able to train in a couple weeks. I'll be able to train. And then I would start training again, and then I would re-injure myself because you get hyped watching it. You know, you get hyped watching basketball, and you want to go out here and fucking shoot hoops.
Yeah.
That's how it is with fighting, with training. So I just cut it out of my life altogether. When I couldn't do it physically, I just cut it out. Thank God for stand-up. Because
Yeah.
I was doing this every night and every day. But it got so... to me, for somebody that was involved in martial arts for almost 30 years, it became like top 40 to a 50-year-old. Like, it just wasn't my world. I had no idea who was... And then Conor McGregor got me back into it for a while because I just thought he was such a character.
Yep.
I loved the idea that cocky character shit guy, asshole. He was being an asshole.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But could fucking back it up.
He backed it up.
That's what was so dope about him. I'm like,
I've
oh,
always thought
fuck
that.
yeah.
I've always thought that when you can talk shit and you just back like
Yes.
Floyd Mayweather.
It was amazing.
Talk shit and never lose
and
it. Like,
backs
that's
the
fucking
fuck
awesome.
up.
Well,
and then
yeah.
they dress him like Connor dressed so dope.
Yeah, he was the shit.
Some
He was
people
the
might
shit.
consider it like that's so over the. I was
No.
like, that is some pimp shit. And for you to walk out in a fucking suit like that, and a watch like that, and sunglasses like that, talking shit, kicking your feet up on the fucking desk, going, "Hey, this guy," and then win. That is dope to me.
There's been a
It
few-
is the shit. And honestly, on what you're talking about, like one of the things I was thinking about is like the same reason I get the basketball hoop or trying to figure out things that I want to do, like swimming or things I want to do. That just I can trick myself that I'm working out,
Right.
You know, because I can't do pickup basketball anymore, and that was my thing. You know, I can't.
So weird hearing you talk like this now because of how long I've known you.
I-
Because I've known you since you were a kid.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I just can't do certain things anymore.
Well, yeah, it sucks. And oh my God, you used to say it all the time. Wait, Brent. And
Yep.
now it's so, I have
You
sciatica. I can't pronounce the problems.
Yep.
But even in like a sense, like I just got into watching training videos
Yeah.
and grappling, like that stuff. And
that
to
was
me,
my
it just
shit.
seemed like art, and it seemed like
It is. It's
and
a
it's
chess
just
match,
sweat on the
too.
walls.
Oh, and
and
it's-
everybody's like into it.
And
like,
when I
into
say it's a
it.
chess match, let me tell you, when you go to like a straight ahead Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament, not an MMA fight, but an actual Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament, whether it's gi or no gi, and it's all, it's all weight class and it's all rank class and it's all age class. There's an age division, there's a rank and then the weight and all that stuff. But the most exciting matches sometimes to watch were like the purple belts and brown belts. Because they were fucking it was wild. Sometimes a black belt match, they'll literally be sitting there for so long not doing anything because they're just waiting for that guy to make that. It's the same thing with the with stand-up fighting. I did a lot of karate tournaments when I was younger.
stand-up fighting. Hey, you
And-
guys ever see fucking grappling? All right, keep going, guys.
Give him the fucking light. God damn it. Stand-up combat, hand-to-hand.
Yeah.
I did a lot of that, and the brown belt matches were always the most exciting matches because these guys felt like they still had some shit to prove, and it was just wild. But then the black belts would fight, and it was a lot of standing around, measuring each other up.
know.
You know what I mean?
Didn't you say like a white belt was a risk just
Oh,
because
it is.
they were?
Oh, because they're so scared. I would go to jiu-jitsu class, and my instructor at the time, Haji Machado, of the Machado brothers, I showed up one time, fucking shiner. And I go, what happened? And he knew I was an instructor of another style of martial arts. So we kind of had that. And he goes like this. He goes, white belt. He was teaching a white belt to move, and he panicked and went like this
Yeah.
and got him in the eye.
Because that's the thing I've started to learn. Like you always said, like don't bring this shit up, and of course I would because it's my New England nature with alcohol. So then I would just bring it up. But I'm realizing now through quarantine, just watching shit, it's not about anything aggressive or violent. It's like an art.
Yeah.
It's like art.
Yeah.
It's weird,
And
and
it could get pretty aggressive and violent.
sure,
But it's not
they respect
about
each other.
that,
Like
yeah.
they'll be bleeding, and everybody was hugging each other, going,
Yeah.
"Good fight." You know, like
Yeah.
they're just. And I
That's
realized
why I love those
oh,
old
it's
videos of
crazy.
like, I like those, not old videos, but videos of like Evander Holyfield and Tyson and Riddick Bowe hanging out now,
Yeah,
and Lennox,
because you got to respect.
and they're
that.
just they're being buddies and like
Yeah.
busting each other's balls and shit.
Well, the thing, John Jones, who's gotten in the UFC a lot, but he's like apparently like the Michael Jordan of fighting. Apparently, obviously steroids.
John Jones?
Yeah, John Jones, and apparently with
Well,
steroids and all this shit that he was.
John Jones,
But he has two brothers.
listening.
He has two. The reason I know John Jones is because his brother Chandler Jones played for the Patriots and he was so good.
Oh, wow.
And his other brother, his older brother, played for the Ravens. So they're both huge guys. Like his brothers are huge.
So there's three of them.
There's three.
Two are NFL and one's a UFC.
And he's UFC champ. He's the one they say no one can beat. Yeah, so he's got his brother. Yeah, see, so those are his brothers, and he's the middle. And he didn't even know he could fight. Like, it took him 3 months to get in the UFC because he never fought, but he would get his ass kicked by his brothers.
Wait. He trained for 3 months before he did the UFC?
And then he got in UFC.
Holy shit.
He's an anomaly.
I want to watch some of his fights.
But he was literally talking about, like, he took his older brother. I think his older brother, because he's the middle. And then Chandler, the one who played for the Patriots, is the younger one. But the older brother, he goes, during the summer, he goes, come train with me. And he goes, bitch, I play in the NFL. I know training. He goes, you don't know training. I'm going to get you in better shape. You're going to see.
Training.
So he did just grappling and fight training. And his brother goes, this is the hardest shit I've ever done.
It's first of all, the cardio, it takes, like I did, for the first 15 years of my, first 10 years of my martial arts, when age 12 to 21, karate. I did all straight Kempo, Chinese Kempo karate. And I did tournaments and I did full contact tournaments and all that stuff. Then I went into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Completely different workout. Like 2 minutes feels like a lifetime when you're rolling around on the mat. Then I did boxing. Holy shit. Boxers probably have to have the best cardio in the world. It's so hard. It's so fucking hard.
Well,
and you go in, just like him going in thinking, I'm in the NFL. I got this. I went into all of that stuff thinking, I'm a black belt in this. I've been training. I train every day, hours a day.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I was even saying,
I don't miss it.
yeah.
Don't miss it.
Yeah.
I love that I have the experience, and I love that I could say, for 45 years of my life, I was a dedicated martial artist, several different styles.
And it helps you in life.
And it helped me in life. Don't miss it. I know that today, at almost 50, if somebody tried something with me out on the street, I could defend myself, but I'm not trying to go into the fucking UFC. No, you know what I mean?
No.
That's why I give it up to guys like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's older than me. Dude is in amazing condition.
It's a rock.
Like, you watch videos of him kicking bags.
I know.
I'm talking from somebody who did that for 30. It is the most intimidating shit. Like the power that he has behind that leg, and it's just it's fucking.
When George St. Pierre was on his podcast and goes, "Can you teach me how to do a kick?"
Yeah.
I mean, that's a commentator. You're asking a commentator how to do a kick.
No,
it's
he
like
knows
going
his
up to
shit.
Marv Albert if you're Michael Jordan going, "Hey, can you teach me how to shoot?"
Right. And what a perfect person to call fights.
Yeah.
He's got the fucking skill of stand-up comedy where he could just talk and command a fucking arena full of people. And he knows exactly what he's talking about when he's watching the fight. It's so fucking dope. It's
I actually learned
perfect.
through him because I would see Connor like kick a leg, and like to a bystander like us, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he goes, "That's hurting him. Those kicks are hurting."
Yeah.
You know, like, and I'm going, he's just kicking doing this. He goes, it's hurting him.
Yeah.
And he was right. And, and afterward, you see Connor with the fucking crutches after the Connor.
Right.
It was a Nate fight.
I remember who the fight was years ago, and I was watching the UFC, and the guy was doing those leg kicks and those leg kicks and the legs kicks. And then they were talking about how that was hurting him. And then after the fight, they did a close-up on his leg. And, man, it was just a bubble. Just so swollen. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yesterday, in the last fight with Usman Boo and Baba,
my favorite,
is they had him against the cage. He kept stepping on his foot. And I was thinking, I don't give a shit who you are. That's got to hurt.
Yeah. The instep of your foot?
Just doing this on a foot, I'm going, ugh.
Yeah. All the injuries that I've had, through fighting, through surgeries, for all that stuff, one of the most painful things that I've ever had happen was at home one time. Elaine and I were at the house, and I didn't have shoes on. We were getting ready to go somewhere. She had a high heel on, and we passed each other, and that heel stepped right on the instep of my fucking foot. I screamed like a little baby. I mean, it was like,
Well, there's something like up here, vein-wise,
a lot of nerves,
that you just go, am I passing away?
And there's not there's no fat or any cushion there. It's just like,
it's like your shin.
Skin, bone.
Yeah, skin, bone.
Skin, bone. That's your rap name, dude.
See, I do this. I had a moment like that outside like 2 weeks ago. and I hit like I was using the dumbbells, and then
I mean, that's so offensive to the bells, but go ahead.
I didn't even drop it on myself. It just happened to be down, and I didn't have shoes on, and I just touched the weight when it, like my foot, and I went, like I had that reaction.
The neighbors are probably like,
I go, because something spiked up my whole knee into my heart and into my life. I went, they were like, oh, Jesus, this guy. And all I did was the lightest beep like that.
Yeah.
And it was something on the top of this is all these veins. It's
Sour Patch Kids everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm not
parts of the
helping
body
myself.
that you
I'm not
just
helping myself here.
there's certain parts of the body that you just have to graze, like your nuts,
Oh.
like your balls.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a strong gust of wind. Will take.
Yeah, by the way, women, don't ever fucking jokingly kick somebody in the balls
Yeah.
as a man. That is the most painful shit we could deal with. It's
What?
not
Why
fun.
are you mad?
It's not cute
Why
or
are you
fun.
mad?
Yeah.
I was just playing. Guess who wasn't in on the joke? My fucking balls.
All right, Connor, let's do some emails.
Okay.
Emails.
Okay.
Either way, fights were good. I'm actually curious, just before we do the emails, my whole point of the thing was hearing that now I understand why people are a little concerned about, like, because the NBA, like, they talk shit that, like,
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear it, but no audience is weird.
There's a
dude.
good
it's
video.
really weird.
Yeah.
There's a good video I saw on Twitter of like uncensored basketball players and shit. It's the best.
Oh, it's
Them
the
being
best.
like, "Fuck off me, yeah!" Like, oh, it's the best.
The best
Pussy.
is,
Like, that's my
can I tell you the best?
favorite thing.
The best, besides umpires dealing with
I
managers,
love that too.
is referees in hockey.
Yes.
That's the funniest shit in the world.
Oh my
fuck
God.
you, Cookie. Fuck you, Cookie.
Oh, man.
And then they're all drinking Molson Lights and shit in the back going,
I love
we
the
had
old.
to-
I love the old NFL films too. Of the coaches.
Oh yeah.
You know, hey, I can't remember old fucking footage. The coach is yelling at the ref. He goes, hey, this is the NFL. It stands for not for long if you keep making fucking calls like that.
That's the shit you would say.
Oh,
Dude,
it's
you'd be
so
a great NFL
Oh,
coach.
you'd be so
Oh my
good.
god, that'd be
So
perfect.
Fired.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
this
You'd
shit
make it
blows
into the
up,
preseason and that's
you're
it.
going to be with Sean McVay with the Rams doing speeches.
I could totally see that.
Yeah, they'll be
Everyone would
best
love you. You'd be
friends.
like Rex Ryan, but like not as hateable. Like Rex Ryan's like annoying, but you'd be like a better Rex Ryan.
Oh man,
Just killing on Hard Knocks, just killing. Like
Yeah.
dude,
so
those
funny.
guys are quick too.
I
They're
know.
great.
Well, you have
Quick.
to be. You would. That's the problem. You would murder everybody verbally. Smooth Bully would come out, and it would.
Smooth.
You would have so much. I would be just attacked. All right, let's go.
A reminder, email is podthelionsden@gmail.com. It's in our Instagram, so you just click it there and boom, 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 and you fucking say what up to your boys.
Oh, you
I
didn't
don't
believe
know.
in
I
yourself
didn't.
during that whole thing, didn't
You
you?
just gotta go with it.
You
You gotta see where it takes you. That doesn't even make any sense. Here we go. Action. First email here is from Jenny Fitzpatrick. Subject line is important in all caps. Per the last episode, SWAS, which is a couple episodes ago, I just want to say, Brent, you're hot. You look great right now, and that's a lot of exclamation points. Anyway, I'm a Mufasa member. Hope to have more cigar time pods in the future. Love you guys.
Wait.
Yeah, we
what
should
was
do
so important
cigar
about
time.
talking about how good looking Brent is?
That was the only important part.
I think because I'm
Boo.
so self-deprecating.
Oh, okay. Some weird ass silly shit.
Some wild ass silly shit.
Wild and weird.
Yeah, weird too.
Yeah, some weird ass silly shit, some wild ass silly shit.
Willy shit.
See, if I
Is
say
it
wild,
weird
I feel
ass
like I'm gonna say
silly
willy.
shit or wild ass silly
I go.
shit?
I'm
I think
gonna
it's
say,
weird ass.
I think it's weird.
silly
I'm gonna
shit.
go with weird. I don't care what Sir Mix-a-Lot
Right.
said. We got our own
We're
shit.
gonna do our own thing.
Because we are
Swap.
wild, but we're also fucking weird. And
Yeah,
I think it's more.
true.
I think weird works more for us. But thank
And
you for that.
actually-
Hey, thanks for that important note.
Yeah, really important.
I actually needed it so bad.
This next one's from Lori. This is the subject line is not Jens, but a love is love follow up. Hey guys, huge fan. I talk about and share your podcast constantly. Love the dynamic between you three. Kind of ridiculous how much time I've spent sitting outside late night drinking bourbon with you guys, but feels like I'm in good company during the chaos. I'll get to the point. I'm a single mom, currently unemployed, COVID.
Sad.
And just started an intense grad school program. Prior to all this, I've been super lonely. I date, but seem to never really make it past the 2-month mark with anyone, and I'm over
Oh,
it. This
sad.
week, I had a friend, a good male friend, ask if I would be willing to do a more than friends relationship. Not dating, not sex, but intellectual conversation with affection. what he describes as intimacy, quote unquote. I still need some clarification on this. Yeah, no shit.
Oh,
which I have
boy.
asked to discuss in person, but I think he means cuddling, talking, and maybe making out.
Read again.
Hold on. Yeah.
Please reread again what he said to her.
He said, so it's basically not dating, not sex, but intellectual conversation and affection, what he describes as intimacy. So I think he means cuddling, talking, and maybe making out.
No,
Also,
he wants to fuck you.
fucking. He
Yeah.
means fucking.
I feel like this is a really great arrangement at this point in my life. I love his company, but I'm not really romantically attracted to him, which oddly makes
So
it
you're gonna
seem
hurt
like
the
it
shit out
might
of him.
work out
That's
as
good.
described, at least for the time being. Problem is, my best friend dated him for about 4 months a year ago. I was friends with him separately and have actually known him longer than her, but I'm not sure she'd understand. What do you think?
Well,
Man, you read that so fast.
you wanna sleep with him too.
Also, he must be ugly. He's probably ugly, but
It has to be turtleneck.
And guess
is
what?
I see.
Your friend fucking ugly, dude. But
So this is his arrangement. What do you think about his idea?
his
for
idea, he's full of shit.
He's full of shit.
Yeah.
He's probably a nice guy, but ultimately,
Trying to manipulate.
he's trying to get in there.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, babe, listen. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything at all. I just want to talk. I want to hear your side of everything. I want to hear everything
No, Jake, don't
that
take off
you
your
have
pants.
to
Don't
say.
take your pants off.
But it's just be honest with yourself
be
because you
fucking
can't say
honest.
shit like intimacy.
It's
You're
odd.
trying to sleep with her.
It's odd.
And you writing this email, you want to sleep with him.
Yep.
You're just feeling guilty about your friend. That's all it is.
Here's my.
Well, she says she's not romantically attracted to him.
Yeah, well, then,
It's tricky.
Then
though.
don't go out with him.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Because if he's approaching you with this bullshit line about talking and cuddling,
know.
first of all, that's the gateway drug to fucking. So
Yeah. He's a
if
beta
you
bitch.
don't want to do that, don't even entertain it because it's going to lead him on. But if you do want to entertain that and you think you might want to go out with him, talk to your girlfriend first.
Yeah,
Right.
that.
Talk to her first, see if that's
Yeah.
because there's always an etiquette there, and if she's cool with it, then you got to really think about, do I just want to be friends with this guy? And if you do, say, yeah, like we could do all the talking and bullshit that you want, but not in my bedroom,
Yeah, no
or
cuddling.
even
Yeah,
at my house.
No, we're not gonna be
Yeah,
talking
because
like this.
cuddling
Yeah.
and intimacy and all that shit, like, obviously he
is all I wanna
wants
do.
to be with you sexually and probably cuddle you afterward. But
Maybe.
he's just trying to, and the fact that you're writing this, you could say you're not romantically attracted to him, but obviously if you want to hang out with him and cuddle, there's
You're
something in your
attracted-
writing.
there.
You're
something.
attracted to him as a person, as a friend.
Yeah.
You think he's cool and you like talking to him, but if that's all you want, you gotta put that out there right away.
You got to
for
tell
him.
your friend, and you have to tell him, no cuddle, no intimacy. We're just friends, because that's the other shit. Just PTSD of getting in the friend zone. Sometimes girls think that it's okay to just, we have feelings too. Yeah, seriously, we have feelings too. So I don't want to hear like hug you and then hear, oh, I just hooked up with your friend. Like shit like that.
Yeah.
Like it hurts.
Yeah, we're Sensi boys.
We're Sensi
Yeah,
boys.
we're
Three
Sensi
Sensi
boys.
boys.
There's three
Another
Sensi,
shirt.
Sensi, Sensi.
Swass that. We got shirts up the ass
Sensi
now.
boys.
Sensi boys.
So
All right.
ask the homie, then ask yourself, do I want to hang out with a guy who obviously wants to bone me, but I don't want to let him bone me?
And Lori, feel free to follow up. Let us know what happened. We like
Yeah.
the follow ups on love because we're all three Sensi boys. Here we go. This is from Jesse.
Jesse
I'm a
is
few
a
episodes.
friend.
I'm a few episodes behind. Having a toddler will do that to you. So forgive me if this was covered, but Reese's Pieces don't actually have chocolate in them, making the peanut butter M&Ms both different and far superior.
Wait a
Interesting.
minute.
It's
They
interesting
don't?
that Reese's Pieces don't have chocolate in them. That's I had no idea.
That is weird
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
because the whole selling point with Reese's is when chocolate meets
Yeah.
peanut butter, it's orgasm in your mouth or whatever the commercial said.
Well,
I
because
don't think it's
actual
that, but-
Reese's is chocolate peanut butter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
the
the
appeal.
cups.
They
But
kind
then
of
the
tricked
pieces-
us with Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, I don't like-
so I guess the
That's
sweet
why
the
you're
sweet
right.
that you're tasting on the pieces is the colored shell.
Mm-hmm.
It's a candied shell around literally a glob of peanut butter.
So now,
Yeah.
and peanut butter M&Ms now are superior because there's
Peanut butter
chocolate in
M&Ms,
that.
both.
You're
Get
right.
that red bag. It's a red bag.
I
Peanut,
had-
not peanut M&Ms. Yep. Peanut M&Ms is the yellow bag. Peanut butter and M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Peanut butter M&Ms are the red bag.
I
And
finally
you
had
literally,
'em.
here's what you do. You rip a corner,
Rip.
you open it, you fold it, and then you the whole goddamn thing. better
I'm
get
not
two
gonna lie to you.
bags.
I finally had it.
So fucking
so
good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Thanks, Jesse. That was a good fatty habit clarification.
Fatty habits.
Next
Fatty
one's,
habits.
from Scott. Hey guys, Mufasa here.
Boom.
Boom, love it. Question: out of everyone you personally know, who has the best nickname? For context, in college, I thought it would be funny if my friends referred to me as Diesel. It was funny at the time, maybe, but I'm 40 years old with a wife and 3 kids, and I'm still Diesel. Everyone calls me that. It's not funny anymore.
It sounded like he gave himself the nickname.
Yeah. I thought
Those
it'd be
I don't
funny,
like.
Yeah, if my friends referred to me as Diesel, which
Yeah,
is what
see,
call
like,
me Diesel. Like
Anybody that forces you to call them their nickname, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
And I hate it when people say, "What's up? I'm Jason," but they call me Diesel. They don't. You
No,
do, and now you want us to do it too.
Yeah.
The best nicknames are the ones that are given to you by other people, like mine.
which is Jaybird, right?
Nah, man.
All right.
You don't know his nickname?
You don't know my nickname? Long Beach Long Snake.
I was gonna make one up. But that's
They
better.
call me Long Beach Long Snake.
What if
I'm not
I-
going to tell you why.
Clyde the Sky Come.
Well, that just seems another.
I don't know where to go.
My nickname all growing up and still to this day has been Jaybird, but I didn't say, "Hey guys, call me Jaybird."
Yeah.
I was being called Jaybird since I was a baby. by
I
my
kind of fucked
family.
myself over though with the nickname thing, because when I was playing baseball, I had a pitch that I made up called Hot Leather.
Oh, we talked about this.
Hot leather. Yeah.
Talked about hot leather.
Yeah, but like guys, like good friends, like Mike and Elliot, like my best friends, they don't let that go. Of
course.
So they'll go as adults with kids now, going, "This is Hot Leather." I'm sorry, Brent. You know, because it's so stupid.
Leather.
Because there was a leather store next to the grocery store called Hot Leather.
A leather
And
store?
Yeah,
There's that's a thing.
Just all leather.
it
Yep.
was just
There used
called
to- there-
Hot Leather.
There used to be a store in every mall in the world called Wilson's House of Suede and Leather, and it was literally all suede and leather jackets.
There was a hot leather store in South Windsor, Connecticut, and I was driving by, and I had this pitch that was basically a 2-seam fastball, but outside. It was basically a slider. So it wasn't, I didn't make it
Okay.
up. I didn't learn anything, but I always said, give him the hot leather. As a kid, I know you would have beat the shit out
No,
of me.
but as a kid, that sounds like the dopest thing you could ever say.
But
what
then,
were your
as
two-
I grew
I'm gonna
up,
give 'em the hot
it's
leather.
hot leather, hot leather. I go to my reunion, they go, "Hey, hot leather," and I was like, "Ugh," because famously they put in the paper, this guy hit 2 home runs off me, and they said, "Hot leather didn't really win tonight," you know. Shit.
Oh,
This guy
Hilarious.
hit 2 home
And out
runs.
of context, you wouldn't. You're like, why do they call him hot leather?
Yeah,
Is he a-
it's actually
Was he
really
an
gay.
S&M guy? What is he?
It's really gay. It is. Hot leather is gay.
Let's go to a leather bar.
Yeah, my little brother, who's so flamboyantly gay, was like, "That's so gay."
Hot leather, Brent?
Yeah,
Brent.
there's
hot
nothing
leather.
cool about hot leather. So yeah, I don't like nicknames, Diesel.
cool. Anyone else? Any other notable nicknames of people you know, of buddies?
What did you get?
Anyone?
You never got a nickname?
Willie Fingers.
Uh,
I gave him Willie Fingers.
I had. I
Call
had
him agoraphobia.
No. You're not.
Oh.
You're not glancing over.
Oh.
Glazing.
Blazing.
Cut.
Whatever.
Do it again.
You're not something over. Willie
Glancing over
Fingers.
it.
I called him Willie Fingers because every single picture of him doing stand-up, he was doing this.
Really?
So I just called him Willie Fingers.
Oh, so many. I sent him a compilation. When we were in Dallas, and I texted him like 8 different pictures of me. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's ridiculous. And then
Like
that's
this?
yeah. I mean, it's like it's just
Fingers. That's
ridiculous. And then we
And
do
then
a
Willie
show
Fingers.
in Long Beach, and then the guy who runs the show.
Yeah, the guy who runs the show in Long Beach heard me calling him Willie Fingers and just fucking went.
Really?
And now my intro
Went to volume 11 with it.
My intro is like this long-winded,
Yeah.
big thing about a myth, the mythical.
Oh, and about he's
being
gonna
of
lick your
Willie-
ear pussy.
Yeah, like he gets really weird. It's
weird.
They do stand up in burlesque. It's that show, so it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not like crazy if they said that. So, but
Ladies
it's
and
weird.
gentlemen.
So it's like I gotta dig out. I gotta dig myself.
The best
out
part
every
is that
fucking
it's
time.
this huge, crazy intro, and he goes,
like smoke.
"Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
smoke." All this
I mean,
he
it's
goes,
ridiculous.
"Willie Fingers," and then he just walks out normal.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Hey guy, I'm just a guy. It's just
Yeah.
me." It's so funny.
Luckily, I've done it enough that I know how to get out of it. You know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I kind of acknowledge because like I walk up very timid and I'm just like, there's smoke.
Yeah.
I'm just like, sorry.
Like this,
man.
like just waving.
And
his
as soon as I
smoke out.
cough, I'll be like,
Willie Fingers.
it's to a point of in that show. Some people think that's actually my name. Like
Yeah.
people who come to the show, they don't know I have like it's Will Burkart. They
Yeah.
think it's just Willie Fingers. It's
What was,
a problem.
did you have a nickname growing up? That you were like family?
briefly, my buddy Ian called me. I think it was like Lil Burk or something because I was kind of a little guy and Burk.
That's cute.
You know.
What if he said
My
big-
oldest son's
big cock?
nickname. My oldest son's nickname to this day, with all his buddies that he grew up with, they call him the Kid
The kid.
because he's a September baby, And if you're a September baby, you get into school at a certain weird age where you're always the youngest in your class.
Yep.
He hung out with like some older guys, but he was always the last one to turn 18, the last one. And so they've always, and they still today, and he's about to be 31. They call him the kid. Yeah.
August 31st, I had the same thing. I was the youngest, and every single, I was like, man, I should
He's
be in
September
my
8th.
brother's grade.
You guys are so close. He's September 8th. Yeah, and then I had Sparky for a little bit as a kid.
I can't believe you just said that,
I
because
had
I was called Sparky.
Yeah, my mom and dad gave us nicknames. Oops, did I break everything?
You're good.
My brother, they just called him Good Old Dave. And we're talking about babies.
Yep.
Good Old Dave, and then they called me Sparky, and I'm like, why Sparky? Because I remembered it, and they're like, you had this spark in your eye, like you were always about to get into some shit, and I'm like, well, that's fitting.
Why.
That's fitting, yeah.
I was called
He probably
Sparky.
chewed on a spark plug.
No, I was called Sparky in Little League by this one coach because of a pitcher named Sparky.
Oh.
He was a lefty pitcher, and he was goofy. And so they went, hey, Sparky. So he always called me Sparky. That's so
cool.
funny. We both were called Sparky.
We were both Sparky. Dude, you know what we were meant to be?
But also, you know why Sparky is a nickname for us? Because we were different. Like, that's the other reason.
We were
Because
weirdos.
Sparky, I think it was Sparky Anderson or Robinson. Type in Sparky
I think
pitcher.
Anderson. I was just thinking that, yeah.
But he was a pitcher, but he was weird.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the other reason. Like, Sparky is just off. You know, it's Sparky.
Sparky Anderson.
Yeah, Sparky Anderson.
Oh, that's so weird. I'm sorry, I
There
clapped
he is.
in the
Oh, you
ear.
look like him, too. Look at that.
Yeah. So he
You
was
guys
just a
look
weird guy.
Dude, the white eyebrows. Show me the one with the very white eyebrows.
Well, what? Why?
Look at Brent.
Well,
I mean, Sparky.
Sparky.
Hey,
Well,
my cousin was a Detroit Tiger.
Oh, wow. Is this a... Please tell me it's a coach and not he didn't play with
No,
you.
he's
he
playing.
was a
When he was
pitcher.
He's the
73.
pitcher right there.
Yeah. He was really Sparky.
You can do that
Walking out real
in
slow.
baseball, though, right?
Oh, here's the goofy. Here's
Yeah,
him
see how
goofier.
goofy he was?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
Oh,
sense.
he was a
Point
righty.
being-
He's not a lefty.
Point being.
But yeah, well, now it's actually insulting if I really look him up.
Holy
Yes,
shit,
Sparky.
look at that.
Sparky.
And Pistol. I was called Pistol because of Pistol Pete.
Oh, you just reminded me. I was watching Unsolved Mysteries because
Yeah.
it's back.
Jason when he wakes up in the morning.
I was
Look.
fuck off.
Guy's got good hair,
So
though.
Unsolved Mysteries came back, and I thought they were just bringing back the old one.
Yeah.
But then I realized it's new. It's like all new things. So I was watching the second episode, and this guy his mom disappeared when he was like a 10-year-old or something, but now he's like 30 or something like that, and his name is Pistol Black.
Jesus.
Sounds like a dope rap name. This guy's real name is Pistol Black. I had to pause it because it shows him, Pistol Black, son of, and I'm like, wait, does that say Pistol Black? Dude, dope name.
That's a great name.
Changing my name to Pistol Black. Anyways,
It's your new stage name.
So you have
Sparky,
Jonathan and you have
James.
James.
Yep.
If you were, think of a name, all of us, girl and guy name.
What do you mean? To
Like
name
if
your
you have
kid?
a daughter or a son.
Oh, I mean, my sons, both of them, I failed. I mean, I got beat out by this. I always thought as a kid, when I was in my 20s or whatever, that I wanted a junior. I wanted my son. I wanted to name him after me, Jason Christopher Collings, because you're a junior, right? Yeah. My brother's name David and his middle name is Michael. Both of those names are all over our family. I mean, my father Michael, my uncle is Bruce David, my other uncle is Roger. It's like David and Michael all over the family. Jason and Christopher I'm the first of both of those. So I'm like, I want to keep that going, and I'll just name my boy Jason Christopher Collings. But Elaine was like, you don't understand. It's a Latin family. No one will call them by their name. They'll just be Junior. They'll just be called Junior.
Oh, interesting.
Oh. So I said, well, let's keep at least the middle name. So now he's Jonathan Christopher. James's middle name is actually initials, which is R and J, which is Elaine's dad and Elaine's grandfather, Raul and Jose. And so then I used to do things to annoy her on purpose all the time. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. But she said, everybody will call James. I always called Jaime. She's
Jaime?
like, I didn't name him Jaime. I named him, which is Spanish for James.
Oh.
Jaime. So I would call him that, and she would get so annoyed. And with Jonathan, because she didn't want him to be a junior, so we named him Jonathan instead. I just called him Junior. But Jonathan's nickname was always, James was the kid, and I gave Jonathan the nickname. Well, my mom pretty much gave Jonathan this nickname. He was Johnny Bear.
Johnny Bear.
All growing up, they called him Johnny Bear. And my mom said she'll never forget this one time. She took him to the park because my mom watched my kids a lot because I was working. And she took him to the park once, and he's playing. And my son was always really good at making friends immediately. So he had all these brand new friends, and they're playing at the park, and he's going down the slide.
Yeah,
he's probably like 5, maybe. And he's on the slide, and it's time to leave. And my mom goes, "Johnny Bear, it's time to go." He looks down at his new friend. He goes, "My name is Jonathan. She just calls me Johnny Bear." A 5-year-old.
Really cool.
It makes sense though. Jonathan has that. He's so articulate. But I always think about, like, for me, I wanted to name like
Johnny Bear.
Boston. Boston Morin.
Oh, that's all like my old bit.
It's a good name.
I like that.
White people,
if white people name
white people name their kids after places. White people name their kids
Shit,
after
I didn't
products.
even think about that. You're
Yeah.
right.
Think about it. This is Dallas. This is Austin. And
This is Austin.
Black people are like, this is Pantene.
Well, you actually do that. It's so
This is
funny.
my daughter's Sega and Genesis. They play too
Such a
much.
good bit.
They play too
Dion
much.
Cole's favorite bit.
Yeah. This is my
He
son
always tells me
Spider-Man.
about it. He's just really athletic.
You say L'Oreal?
L'Oreal.
On there?
L'Oreal and Pantene.
I always think, because I think about the nickname. You know, like Brent is
A
so
nickname.
white,
It's a nickname.
but it's always Brent, Brian, Brent, Brett, Brent,
Brad?
Brad, Brent, Chris. Yep.
A lot of people
Like,
don't
I
know
just
that
go, okay.
Brent is
Whatever.
short for Brentley. His real
Brentley.
name is Brentley.
Brent Talamus
Brent Thomas Wigington.
Willis, but that's actually really close. Willis,
I
I
love
have.
how seriously you just said, well, that's
Willis. Well,
talking
Willington actually. The reason I did that because
Brentley
that's
Willington.
way better. Willington. But I think Boston. I would not. I want to name my son Boston because nickname is Boss.
Right.
Boss.
That's
I
great.
mean, it's great, right?
Oh,
You can't
yeah.
lose.
That's pretty good.
Do you have
it's
a go-to
B,
name for a daughter?
Boss, Panda,
So
or
Panda Morin.
I actually think I would do something like a guy name,
That's kind of cool.
like Kyle.
But like a real guy name. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever met a girl named Eric?
cute. Yeah, true.
Dude, there's a
That's a good one.
a commentator or whatever you call him that on CNN, one of the hosts of one of the shows. Her name is Frederica, and I didn't know that. And I kept watching the show, and everyone that was a guest on her show kept calling her Fred. And I'm like, why are they calling this
Fred.
beautiful woman Fred? And I realized, oh, her name's Frederica, and they're just calling her Fred.
Eric. I would say Butch. Like if
For
I
a
named,
girl, dude.
Yeah, like that would really put like
And she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
cock block the shit out of
Yeah,
everybody.
Butch.
Everybody.
This is my girlfriend.
My grandmother's name was Billy.
Billy's a good name.
Her real name was Billy.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
Billie.
Billy, yeah. My dad's side of the family, my grandparents, my dad, my uncle, and both of his sisters all had B names. My dad went by Michael all his life until he was
Yeah.
older. Then he started use his legal first name is Barry. Michael's
No
actually
shit.
Michael's actually his middle name.
I didn't know that.
So
Barry
but
Collings, that's a singer. I mean,
Barry
that's-
Michael Collins.
That's a jazz
Oh
singer.
yeah.
Barry Michael
And,
Collins.
and
Oh.
BMC, man. But my uncle is Bruce, so it's Bruce and Barry, the boys. My aunts are Benny and Barbara, and then their parents are Billy and Benjamin.
Wow.
So with my kids, we were going to do all J names: James, Jonathan. The dog was Jack, and then if we had a daughter, it was
I
going to
didn't
be
even
like
think about that.
it was going to be like Janica, some name I can't even
Jennifer, Jenna.
Not Jennifer. Elaine had some J picked out that I don't even remember.
Jana Mopasha.
Yeah, that's it. You talked to her, Jana Mokasha. But yeah. What
Wow.
are we even talking about here?
Well, that's kind of cool. I like that.
I love this.
Well, that was off the email.
Yeah.
What about you? What would you name your kid if you had a girl or a boy? What would you name?
Boy would be Xavier.
Wow.
Oh.
And then,
White.
no.
White.
Honestly, I'd probably, for a guy, Ben, just because I was almost Ben. That was
Wait
my
a minute.
easy-
Girl Xavier.
No,
No, guy.
that's
Oh.
great. Ben, straight up just Ben, but not
Because-
Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin, I guess.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I was either Will or Ben, and I think Ben Burkart's a strong name.
Oh, it is.
With the
Oh,
alliteration,
wow.
Ben Burkart, that's a great
Yeah,
name.
Ben Burkart.
I like alliteration in names. I think it's really good. Like
Will
for-
Burkart's good.
It's fine.
Yeah, but
You have a
also
middle
My
name?
dad's better because my dad's Bill. Bill Burkart's
Burkart.
great. That's a
What's your
strong
middle
fucking name? Joseph.
And his is also Joseph.
Yeah.
So you're junior.
Yeah.
Bill Joseph
No,
Burkart.
Bill. No one's legal name's Bill.
Billiam.
There it is.
Billiam.
It's a billionaire's name.
Billiam.
But Xavier,
Dude, you
you
wanna
said
hear
No,
a
I'm
first.
crazy-
kidding. No, obviously not. Probably Ben and girl. I don't know. Another. What's that girl B name? I don't. Brianna. I don't know. Bree.
Oh, so you want to
Bitch.
stay in the B?
I like the B.
Nobody with what I just said.
Bitch.
I'm gonna get canceled for that, but I'm sorry, but it was a joke and it was there.
This is my daughter.
What's a good B name for a
Bitch
woman?
Burkart.
What was her nickname as a child? Bitchy.
Bitchy. Call her Bi.
Back to martial arts, and on the same subject of names.
Yeah.
My martial arts instructor's name was William. Everybody called him Bill. His last name, his real last name, Mailman.
You're kidding.
All right.
Mailman?
Mailman.
Bill Mailman?
Bill Mailman was his name. And I'm literally, as a kid, as a teenager, I'm like, no wonder he took martial arts.
He had to.
His name's Bill Mailman. And then I thought, but he always delivers.
Yes. And you know he says that when he's hit people.
Yeah.
Yep. And he hit me so many times hard.
Oh, shit.
Hard.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be honest. My AC broke and it's hot as shit in this room, and so we're going to end this podcast. But I want to give a shout out to Bitch Burkart.
Bitch Burkart.
Future child.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boston
man.
Morin.
Love my daughter.
Who will rip me off. And
Again,
then
shout out to my neighbor Dave.
Dave. Great job with the ninjas.
Great job with the ninjas.
Only
Yeah.
rumors. Only rumors.
Your family should be very grateful for the
Yeah.
protection that you gave them.
But we love you guys. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you next
Bye.
week. Bye.
We are friends.